This is the story of a soldier who operates your nation's Patriot missile defense systems. It begins in California, with a little girl raised by two moms. Although I had a fairly typical childhood, took ballet, played violin, I also marched for equality. I like to think I've been defending freedom from an early age. When I was 6 years old, one of my moms had an accident that left her paralyzed. Doctors said she might never walk again. But she tapped into my family's pride to get back on her feet, eventually standing at the altar to marry my other mom. With such powerful role models, I finished high school at the top of my class, and then attended UC Davis, where I joined a sorority full of other strong women. But as graduation approached, I began feeling like I'd been handed so much in life, a sorority girl stereotype. Sure, I'd spent my life around inspiring women, but what had I really achieved on my own? One of my sorority sisters was studying abroad in Italy. Another was climbing Mount Everest. I needed my own adventures, my own challenge. And after meeting with an Army recruiter, I found it. A way to prove my inner strength and maybe shatter some stereotypes along the way. I'm U.S. Army Corporal Emma Malone Lord, and I answered my calling.
The Soldier's Creed.
The Soldier's Creed.
I am an American soldier.
I am an American soldier. I am a warrior and a member of a team. I serve the people of the United States and live the Army values.
I will always place the mission first. I will never accept defeat.
Delivery.
I will never leave a fallen comrade.
I am disciplined, physically and mentally tough, trained and proficient in my warrior tasks and drills.
Someday you could be just like me.
I'm an expert and I'm a professional. I am guarding freedom and the American way of life. I am an American soldier.
Iron sharpens iron. So one man sharpens another.
Not far from here on the hallowed grounds of Fort Liberty near the intersection of Rock, Merritt, and Ardennes, etched into the green marble is a quote from the 35th President of the United States, and it reads that the Green Beret is again becoming a symbol of excellence, a badge of courage and a mark of distinction in the fight for freedom. President Kennedy also challenged us and challenged our nation to go to the moon, not because it was easy, but because it was hard. I talk a lot about an article I read a while ago, in which the author wrote about how today's youth, well, they're lazy. They're lazy in language and communication. They don't seek hard work, nor have the endurance to see it through. They are nor gritty or resolute, and they lack ambition. That article was from an op-ed in the 1938 edition of the Chicago Tribune. The youth the author talked about went on to parachute behind enemy lines in France and stormed beaches like Omaha and Utah, ultimately becoming the greatest generation. And as great as that generation was, I believe that your generation can be even greater.
In every generation, the challenge of one man to another turns deed into stone, and stone into legend.
Your solemn objective that underpins every bead of sweat, every track of your tears, every strain and tear of your muscles, and every drop of blood. And that objective is simply to ensure that our flag is still there. Our nation will require answers without even knowing the questions. But answer you will, and we will answer them together. The world will hear them where they need to be heard. Whether a tarmac in Africa or a mountaintop in Asia, a sprawling city under the threat of tyranny, or in a village building the resiliency and audacity required to free the oppressed. The Green Beret will be where the nation requires they be. So may your eyes light up.
It says more about you than you'd ever say about yourself.
We are deeply proud of you. We applaud you. We love you, and we thank you. Deo Oppressor Liber.